Welcome to the deep dive. You asked for a quick but thorough look at Jordan.
Yep.
So we've gathered 10, pretty fascinating facts covering its history, geography, culture. You get the picture.
Absolutely. We're aiming for some surprising insights today, kind of a rapid tour through what makes Jordan tick.
Okay, let's jump right in.
Yeah.
First,
Petra.
Petra. We all know it's ancient,
Yeah.
but it's actually one of the new 7 wonders of the world.
Right. And just picturing it carved into those rose red cliffs by the Nabateans, it's stunning. They were savvy traders controlling spice routes.
Exactly. An amazing feat of architecture and engineering, really, for its time.
Totally.
All right, so from those heights, let's go way down. The Dead Sea. It's the lowest point on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Over 430 meters below sea level.
And you can just float,
Yeah.
right? Because it's so incredibly salty.
Yeah, the salinity is off the charts. It's because of how water evaporates in that unique spot in the Great Rift Valley, leaving all the minerals behind. Some people even think the minerals have, therapeutic qualities.
Interesting. Okay, shifting gears a bit to art history. Near Amman, they found these statues, the Ein Ghazal statues.
Right. Those are mind-blowing. 9,000 years old. Some of the oldest large-scale human figures ever found.
It kind of changes how you think about early human creativity in society, doesn't it? Back in the Neolithic period.
Definitely. Suggests pretty sophisticated culture and maybe even rituals way earlier than we used to think.
And speaking of history, Jordan's packed with significant biblical sites too, like Mount Nebo.
Where Moses supposedly saw a promised land.
Right, and Bethany beyond the Jordan, believed to be where Jesus was baptized. Huge significance for, multiple faiths.
Draws a lot of pilgrims, for sure. Really highlights Jordan's role in religious history.
Okay, now for a landscape change. Wadi Rum. It seriously looks like Mars.
Well, yeah, they call it the Valley of the Moon, that dramatic desert landscape.
All that eroded sandstone. You can see why they filmed movies like The Martian and Dune there. It feels otherworldly.
Totally captures that vibe.
Now, Amman itself, the capital, it's buzzing now, but it has this deep history. It used to be called Philadelphia.
Yeah, back in the Greco-Roman era, named after Ptolemy II Philadelphus. It's like layers of history right there in the modern city.
You see ancient ruins right next to, modern buildings. Pretty cool.
Definitely. Okay, let's talk food. Mansaf. You gotta know mansaf.
Ah, yes. The national dish. Lamb cooked in jimmy. That's like a dried fermented yogurt, right? Served over rice.
Exactly. It's got this unique tangy flavor, and the way it's traditionally eaten communally with the right hand.
It's a huge symbol of Jordanian hospitality. Sharing that meal is really important.
Shows that strong sense of community and generosity.
Okay, another Roman site, but this one's huge. Jerash. They call it the Pompeii of the East.
And for good reason. It's incredibly well preserved, one of the best examples of a Greco-Roman city anywhere.
You can walk down Colonnaded Street, see the old baths. It's like stepping back in time.
The scale of preservation is just remarkable.
Now, here's something maybe unexpected. Unlike a lot of its neighbors, Jordan doesn't have much oil.
Right. Limited natural reserves, so they rely quite a bit on energy imports.
Which presents challenges, obviously. But it's also pushed them to invest pretty heavily in renewables, like solar and wind.
Yeah, they're making strides in that area. It's kind of a necessity, but also forward thinking.
And finally, point 10, given, the region it's in, it's worth noting Jordan is generally considered one of the safest countries in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm. Despite regional instability, it maintains a reputation for internal stability, which is definitely appealing for travelers wanting to see all this history and beauty.
So, yeah, an amazing mix, isn't it? Ancient wonders, natural beauty, culture, and modern challenges and adaptations.
It really is a compelling place. So, thinking about all that, history, the resource constraints, what kind of future innovations do you think could really make a difference for Jordan moving forward? Maybe something in water tech or sustainable development?
That's a great question to ponder. Lots to think about there.